Alright guys, so as you know in my last video, I got the turbo kit on with the exhaust, and in this video I ordered a bunch of random stuff. I have a lot of odds and ends I have to do with the car, so I just want to make a video of basically what's going on at the moment, and I'm probably going to be making this video throughout the week after work. Just doing little stuff. Like I said, there's lots of odds and ends. I'm really trying to get the car running by summer, so show you guys some of the stuff I ordered. I've got a oil catch can. This is a Freed Engineering oil catch can. Comes with the hoses. Comes with 2 little filters, breathers. It comes with 10-in fittings that you're supposed to screw into your valve covers, which I'm not going to do because I got Radium Engineering press-in fittings which are supposed to press right into them, so I don't have to send my or drill them out myself or send my valve covers out to get, you know, threads threaded in. So this was actually a recommendation, one of my subscribers, so shout out to my subscribers. I'm always open to recommendations. This definitely saved me some time and money, so thank you for that. This is a really cool company. I'm actually going to be using some of their parts down the line too. Radium Engineering, and then also Freed Engineering. It's a good company. I mean, this thing looks wicked nice. We'll see how it bolts up. The whole kit looks nice though. And then I also got this. It's just a, it's a coupling. It's what it is. It's a 45, but it's 2.5 on the bottom, 3 on the top. Also got the exhaust hanger, so I can finish hanging my exhaust and tighten the whole thing. So this goes in the back now. I have to cut a bolt that wouldn't come out, I think, in the back of the car, so I'm gonna be dealing with that. And then my this is for my Mac valve, my boost controller valve. It's a little bracket. So what I'm gonna do with this is right now I have the boost controller all plumbed up for the most part. I have it wired in, but I was gonna put it maybe like right here. That's what a lot of people do, but I don't really want to do that because I want the engine bay to be nice and clean as I can. So I'm gonna try to maybe hang it here, have it like here behind here, the strut tower, so that when you're looking at the car from head on, you won't be able to see it. I don't really, me personally, I don't like seeing a little blue boost controller valve in the engine bay. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing all that little stuff, so let's get right into it. Let's mount this this oil catch can, and like I said, this is gonna be a video I'm gonna be making over, you know, this isn't just gonna be one day. This is gonna be a couple of days throughout the week. So if I'm wearing different clothes, or you know, if I look any different, that's probably why, because it's gonna be filmed in multiple days. But so for today, I'll be putting on that oil catch can. So let's get right to it. So a couple days later here, I got a lot done in the car. I tried to film as much as I could. I did the time lapse of the whole oil catch can like install. I tried doing a time lapse and the Radium Engineering press-in fittings, which are awesome. And I also changed the valve cover gaskets as I did that. And I tried to show as much as I could, but I really want to do a lot of little stuff. Kind of wrap up a lot of stuff that I had a little list that stuff that I wanted to get done. And I did that, and I'm very happy. I also cleaned up the engine bay. Engine bay looks a lot nicer. And yeah, so let's kind of go over what I did. So obviously oil catch can, Freed Engineering oil catch can is in. It's all set. The lines are hooked up. The Radium Engineering fittings are pressed in. That went very well. And I also put in the Powerhouse Racing Economy, Powersteering reservoir kit. And it's attached, goes down under here. This 10-amp hose attached right there. There's special adapter. And then I got the stock power steering hooked up. I got a block off bolt here because there's an adaptive, almost lost my camera here. There's an adaptive valve in there that changes the idle of the car. So like when you turn your wheel at a dead stop, it increases the idle of the car to compensate for that, which apparently I don't really need that anymore. And also I don't really have a choice because it hit my intake manifold. So got rid of that. And then under here, I hooked up, where is it? The power steering, can't really see it. Very hard to film. So the power steering, right here, this little loop. Why can't I get that? Little loop right there, coolant loop hooks up to the bottom of the oil pan. I bolted that up. So the power steering's all set. The only thing I have to do, I have to find the brackets that came with my ETS intercooler. They had brackets. They're like relocation brackets for the power steering lines. I think they hang right here. Now I also, speaking of the ETS intercooler kit, I also got the reservoir, or no, coolant overflow reservoir they give you. I'm pretty sure it goes right there. I'm gonna have to find a way to fasten it down, but that goes there, it hooks up. It's not fastened down right now. It's kind of just sitting there. I'll hook up to the radiator, and I got bolts for this for the clamps. Finally found some bolts. And I test fitted, let's plop this off. I test fitted all the intercooler piping. It all fits together. I got this special 2.5 inch by 3 inch 45 degree coupler, and it's not hooked up here, but this is all good. This will all be set once I get that. I just ordered a 2.5 inch clamp. Once I get that, I'll be able to clamp it down and clamp down the whole intercooler piping on the hot side. So just get that right there. That'll be good. And then what I also did was my friend and I, we made a little bracket for the ABS, or not the ABS, the caliper on that side, the brake line. We made some brackets to make it go behind the engine bay. As you guys know, before I had the stock brackets, just kind of held it up here. So as a result, the engine bay is a lot cleaner. You can't even see any of the brake lines, which is awesome. And then I plopped the tweaked harness in the right hole. It was down here. It wasn't supposed to be there. I put it in here. And I found a place for my boost controller. So boost controller is mounted right here. Most people mount it here. I'm going to mount mine here because I don't really want to see it when you look at the engine bay. I kind of prefer it hidden. So it looks really nice. And one other thing I'm going to have to figure out. So there's a couple things I'm going to have to figure out. I still have a little list of things that I have to do. I have to get a bolt out. I have to cut a bolt out in the back to hang the exhaust. I finally got my ETS, the bracket that goes in the back. I have to either swap these boost lines out with like stainless steel lines, or really fasten them to the frame of the car so they're not touching. And even then, I guess the heat radiating off this could melt them. So I may redo these in stainless steel lines because I really don't want any issues like that. And what else? Oh yeah, I have 2 lines coming from my transmission, and I have to hook, I believe, one of them up to my clutch master cylinder here. Now you guys can comment, correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't really researched this yet, but I have 2 lines coming from my transmission. I'm pretty sure one of them hooks up here. The other one may be a bleeder, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they tee together, so I have to do some research on that. So yeah, if you guys have any advice for that, or know anything about T56 Magnum or hydraulic operated clutches, then let me know. Someone commented about the Radium Engineering press-in fittings, and I'm forever grateful for that. I was going to send these out and have them welded, but obviously I just pressed them in. So I'm totally open to you guys giving me suggestions. I prefer it. What else did I do? Did a lot of very random stuff. I mean, I also got rid of a There was a fuel line that went along the back that went to the charcoal canister, stock charcoal canister. I got rid of that. So yeah, the engine bay is looking really nice. Very happy with it. Now I got a fuel system on the way, whole fuel system, fuel pumps, fuel pressure regulator, all that good stuff. That's on the way. So pretty psyched about that. And I'm also going to be redoing my wiring harness, my engine bay wiring harness. I'm going to be relooming it. And I'll plop that in, as well as getting a battery and doing the fuel system. And then I think it's just little stuff, maybe some vacuum lines off the intake manifold, just stuff like that until I can get it started. So it's getting pretty close, guys. My goal is June to have the car, be able to turn it on, maybe even drive it. I'm gonna have this done at a shop. This intake manifold, intercooler, cold side piping. That's gonna have to be done at a shop. So making a little list for stuff a shop's gonna do. I can't do everything here. I don't weld. I'm not really a fabricator, so you know, I'm limited for stuff I can do. But obviously I've gone this far, so you know, it's not a big deal. Plus I wouldn't mind having a shop, you know, check this car over, because I'm not by any means a mechanic. I mean, I do know my way around a car, and I've learned so much, but still, you know, some things just leave to the professionals. Also the wiring, I have to look at the wiring, the tweaked harness wiring. It's all labeled, so I may leave that to the professionals as well, or I may wire myself. Haven't really decided yet. So yeah, that's the update. As you guys can see, it's getting pretty close. Engine bay is starting to fill up, which is a good and bad thing. It's hard to work on, but at the same time, I'm not really mad about it. So make sure you guys are subscribed. Once the car's, you know, on, I mean, the possibilities are endless. I mean, I've been making videos for almost 2.5 years now, just from my house and from my garage. So once this car's actually on the streets and at car shows and whatnot, it's gonna be tons. I have a lot of ideas, and I'm open to suggestions for videos I can make, and it's gonna be huge, you know. You know, you guys are obviously a part of it, part of the YouTube channel, and seeing what the car was when I first got it. If you haven't seen that, go back to the first video. You know, it was just a shell, it was just a roller, and I didn't know where to start, and I was a little overwhelmed, but you know, here we are. Here's the car, and it's not over yet by any means, but yeah, make sure you guys subscribe. Thanks for watching. Hit the thumbs up. Peace.